Alright. Hi there, we're the Couch Potatoes. We're here in a new couch. It's a special episode. We're going to do our top 5 favorite films. What we're going to do is we're going to separate this into like 3 different videos, each of our own top 5 favorite films, and then we'll do a group top 5 films. We're going to start off with Marcus, then RJ, then myself. So why don't we start this off, Marcus? What we're going to do is you're going to list off your films, and then we're going to say yay or nay whether or not we like the film or not.
Or, you know, my way, fuck you, but still.
I'm not Oliver Stone. So, alright, number 5, Last Action Hero. Just awesome. Plays on all the cliches. It's hilarious, and it's Arnold.
Yay if you watch it as a comedy.
Nay, because that's probably the worst of his good comedies.
Number 4, Face Off. It's John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. You can't go wrong. John Woo.
Nay, because it's John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Yay, because I don't care about the actors and it's about switching faces.
Thank you. Thank you. Number 3, The Bridges of Madison County. Yes, I'm a hopeless romantic. It was a great book. Clint Eastwood did a great job with the interpretation. It was like spot on, word for word. Phenomenal. Made me bawl like a bitch.
Yay, 5 spuds.
Oh! This bastard. Alright, number 2. Inception. Christopher Nolan. One of the best contemporary directors around. Sorry.
I agree 100%. It's a yay from me, one of my favorite films. But it's not in the top 5 in my opinion. But I do appreciate Inception being on this list. It's a yay.
Solid choice, but meh.
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 Man works! Man's good!
Meh. Next.
Alright, number 1, Die Hard. All day, every day, replay value, forever. John Carpenter's Halloween. Just absolutely phenomenal. Young frickin' film students making a low-budget movie and it happened to being a frickin' classic.
Wait, is it Die Hard or Halloween?
Halloween.
Oh, you're a Die Hard fan of Halloween. I get it.
Oh my god, jeez. I mean, Die Hard's good too. All of them, surprisingly. Halloween.
Yay. Definitely yay. One of the best low-budget movies ever made. Created a classic villain that many still are, you know, a bit spooked about.
Absolutely, you can still analyze to this day. Thank you, Rob Zombie. I loved your interpretation, just the third half when it actually... Anyway.
I agree 100% with that. That film's also a yay for me.
A total yay for me, you know, horror movie fan. You know, I do the horror movies over here, so, you know, full 5 spuds on that one.
Awesome.
Fuck you.
Thank you.
Alright, so that was Marcus's top 5 films. Next, we're going to be doing RJ's.
Alright, so I'm going to give you the man's list. Yeah, Marcus did just fine, but we need a list that represents us, the real man, am I right? So, number 5, one of my favorite horror comedies of all time, Fright Night. Solid, great comedy. I believe Joe Dante directed it, the same guy who did Gremlins. It's a great film. Everybody all around, from Chris Sarandon to Roddy McDowall. Guys?
Yay for Gremlins. Fright Night, sort of like how you were for Marcus's film. It's a meh for me. I understand that it's a cult classic, and I enjoyed it, but I didn't like it.
Okay.
But
Yay for Colin Farrell.
The original, you son of a bitch!
I know what I said.
Alright. Number 4. This movie is probably considered my favorite superhero / anti-hero film of all time. That is The Crow. A movie to where, sadly, the lead actor died while refilming the beginning. A tragic ending that ended with a great film.
he is a superhero, isn't he?
Yes, he was a graphic novel.
Wow. It's a yay for me. I consider it a cult classic. It's one of my favorite films. They remade it as...
The remake hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. All they had are sequels. Remake, fuck that.
Yeah. So yay for me.
Yay for me. You know, I feel it was probably hyped up just because, you know, the actor died. Just kidding. It was a great film. Brandon Lee all the way.
Yeah, so, next one. And this film is new. And when I say new, I mean this came out literally a few weeks ago. That is Moonrise Kingdom. A solid film by Wes Anderson. Probably one of the best new directors. I mean, he's been around for about, what, 10 years?
Oh, more than that, actually.
Bottle Rocket was like 99.
Yeah, that's like,
whatever. He's been around for like the last decade. Just this guy came in and just killed it. Every film I've seen of his gets stronger and stronger, and Moonrise Kingdom just heightens the list of his films.
I say yay. I really enjoyed the film. I actually think if critics can respect it, it may be nominated for a few awards.
Well, previously, as of a few hours ago, it's at 97% on both critics and 98% by fans.
Wow. But, oh, yay.
I'm on the fence. It's on my to-watch list.
My next pick, and this is the film that if it wasn't for this, horror movies would not exist in my lifestyle today. That is Steven Spielberg's Jaws.
Yes.
Nothing competes with Robert Shaw as the sea captain. Everything about that film, from the music to the pace to the violence to just the sheer utter horror that makes your blood run cold. Jaws, a film that says everything with one bite.
Wow. Did someone write that, or did you just come up with that on the spot?
Total improv.
That's passion, baby. That's passion.
Guys.
Sorry. Yay. It's Steven Spielberg in his prime. Like, this is when Steven Spielberg ruled cinema.
Well, that was his first film, actually.
It was really
that was his first legit
film?
Yes.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. I learn something new every day. Yay for me. Jaws, great film, best shark film ever.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely a yay for me. Huge stepping stone for film. It's absolutely monumental. Steven Spielberg hasn't arrested since.
Spielberg will be appearing soon.
I thought we were getting some Mexican spin-off. Was it Steven Spielberg? But, okay, my number one choice, and this to many is considered a cop-out. It's the highest rated film on IMDb, but every time this film is on TV, I can watch it from start to finish, 3 times plus a day. That is The Shawshank Redemption. Probably one of the, I don't care, the best films in cinematic history today. Guys?
Alright. I'm going to say yay. It's a phenomenal film. Savages should take note of a good narrator.
Marcus?
Shawshank Redemption for me, absolute yay. Anytime it comes on AMC, it's Shawshank Week. Every night I'm watching it. It is a phenomenal film. Every performance, directing, writing, it was all absolutely great. If you haven't seen it, get busy living or get busy dying.
Well, there's like a Shawshank Week every month.
Shut up! That was a beautiful ending and you ruined it!
Speaking of a good Tim Robbins film, make sure to check out Howard the Duck.
And Nothing to Lose.
And Green Lantern. Okay, I'm depressed. Thank you very much for listening to my top 5. I hope you enjoyed the man's version. Now, here's what we do. We take a little bit of a break, and we get on to Josh. Don't tune in. Alright, welcome back. Now, we just got finished my manly cut. We finished Marcus's pussy cut way in the beginning. So what we are going to do is now get to my main man, Josh's. Now, we don't know his list just yet. So let's see how this turns out, because this could be a hit or a miss. Josh?
Alright, well, my number 5 film is a film neither of you have seen. I can already guarantee this. Live Freaky, Die Freaky. The film is directed by John Roker. Really great guy. He's a really good director. This film, it pretty much takes those Christmas classic still frame claymation films and puts a twist on it, and bases the film on the Manson family.
Now, I've actually seen the first 30 minutes of this movie in a class, believe it or not. It was a history of film class. I personally will give it a meh. Just because I do agree, to this day, there's not been a good Manson film yet, but that's the closest thing to one. So I'll give it a meh, from what I have seen.
Marcus?
Pussy?
On my to-watch list.
Stays on the pussy list.
Number 4, Pulp Fiction. Tarantino classic, great film, great script, in my opinion, one of the best screenplays ever. I consider it a classic, and I love it.
Okay, I guess we're on to me. I actually just saw this movie for the first time 3 months ago.
Really?
I personally cannot give it a yay or a meh. I have to give it a nay. Just for the fact, it's the same thing with you and Fright Night. Same exact reason. Everybody loves it. Everybody talks about it. Everybody quotes it, and I honestly was not that impressed.
I would give it a yay. Honestly, mainly because like the best parts were the Sam Jackson and John Travolta scenes. That's just my thing. All the other stories and whatnot didn't really do it for me.
Anyways, number 3. Taking a total left field turn here from Pulp Fiction to Charles Chaplin's The Kid is almost a perfect movie. I will say that the only reason it's not number 1 is because it is dated and stuff like that, but it's a classic story, great acting. Charles Chaplin is one of those directors, you know. He directed, produced, wrote, starred, he did everything. He made the score for this film. This was his baby. You could tell that he had passion for this film. And it really shows in the final project. Every person who's ever wanted to study film should see this movie. I consider it better than Modern Times, but that's just my opinion.
I'll give this movie a yay. I saw it in History of Film, actually, again this past year. I guess the only thing I have to say is if you want to see an updated version of this movie, go watch The Artist. Marcus?
Oh,
I will give it a yay because it spawned a nice, good Disney classic, The Kid.
It's just not the same movie! Number 2. Okay, I'm gonna get a lot of hate at this in the comments. I am not, obsessed with this film, but I do. No, I'm not obsessed with this film. I love it for what it truly is. A good, well-written film, well-directed, The Dark Knight. Now, we're filming this before I've seen The Dark Knight Rises, so this may change. But The Dark Knight is, in my opinion, the best superhero movie, or I should say hero since he doesn't have any superpowers. The best hero movie I've ever seen.
I will give it a yay for certain reasons and a nay for others, so it is a meh for me. Marcus?
I give it a yay, absolutely. I loved it when it first came out and everything. I thought it was a great film. I'm a big Christopher Nolan fan, and I loved his take on it. I thought it was just, it was real and psychological, and that's what appeals to a lot of people nowadays, is that psychological, deep, human feel it has on movies.
And now we've reached it. My number 1 film. In my opinion, the greatest film of all time. I've yet to see a film to touch me emotionally as much as this film has. It's Steven Spielberg's E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
I give the 82 version a yay, I give the 92 version a nay. There's no reason to do that. And I have to give Universal a nay for tearing down the ride and making the money roller coaster. I gotta say that, but if anything on this film, love it, love it, love it. So, Marcus, what do you think, bitch?
An absolute nay. It was one of the worst movies of all time. Drew Barrymore, go back to doing drugs because you were more fun.
She was 4! It's bad! We'll be right back. Madison County. So, what we are going to do is we are going to combine these films together and make the Final Destination 5. A movie that did just come out last summer, so, pretty convenient.